Our turf mud friend Chris Kaiser is back with some money-saving tips for your backyards. Good to see you, Chris.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
So what do we need to be thinking about right now?
It's cleanup time. Fall's the time to get the lawn and landscape ready to sleep over the winter. And it's the time to prune, clean up, and frankly make it look a little better. It's had a growing season behind it. You probably have some dead limbs. So now's the time to take care of all that.
So is this a good time? Do we need to be watering? Do we need to back off watering? What's your recommendation there?
As needed. Obviously, it's not quite as hot. The sun is not as intense. We're moving typically into a little rainy season. But if you're not getting water, absolutely. Your plants will grow until the first freeze. And you want them nice and strong going into winter. So you don't want them stressed, which happened last year with the big freeze after a drought. A lot of plants perished. So yes, keep your plants healthy, keep them growing until that first freeze. And if you need to water, water.
What about mowing the lawn at this time of year and adding seed to the lawn? Is that a good idea?
Absolutely. This is absolutely the time to power seed, overseed, and prep the lawn for next year. By doing it now, seeding it now, it'll be ready for the spring. And so it's ready when the sun comes and the warmth returns. Absolutely keep mowing your yard. That keeps that plant growing strong and healthy. And you want it that way as it moves into the winter season and dormancy.
What do we need to plant, or can we plant this time of year?
I plant perennials personally. They're going to come back year over year. And they'll be, if you put them in now, they'll be in a better position to flower in the spring, right? You can always plant annuals when you buy them in the spring, but this way the plant will really be ready. It'll be hardy. Its roots will be ready. Plant perennials, and again, seed. Now is the time to prune your bushes, cut them back, take down limbs, because that'll help the plant flower in the spring if you shape them and prune them now. There's a lot of preparatory work and planting work now in the fall so that the spring season is what's best for your plants.
Well, Chris, as you know, there's always a lot of controversy about what plants to buy, and should we only use native plants? What's your take on that?
We don't live in a native environment anymore, right? Most of us live in the cities. Buy appropriate plants for your region. Native plants are fine, they're good, but oftentimes we live in a man-made environment, so you need something that's adaptive. You can go online, find your climate zone, your climatic region, and it'll tell you the plants that are appropriate for your region. Look, you want to put plants in that once they're established, they don't need supplemental water. And that's key to knowing your region or your climatic zone. Right plant, right place.
Is this a good time of year to find some deals at the lawn and garden centers?
Absolutely. Now, they're stocking up again. So you typically will have big Labor Day sales, and they'll clear out the plants that have been at the garden center over the summer. But right now, garden centers are getting very significant deliveries of new plants because this is a time to plant. You want your plant in the ground and established before next spring. So this is a very busy time for landscapers and garden centers. So your garden center is likely getting significant deliveries right as we speak. So get out there, get them bought, get them in the ground.
Chris, it's always great to talk to you. Thank you for your pro tips.